Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you're watching from today. We have multiple significant updates to get through with the situation in Venezuela as American fighter jets once again roared through the sky, testing Venezuelan air defenses and sending a clear message to Venezuelan dictator Nicolás Maduro that the time to go is now. And if you don't, this situation will escalate and get much, much, much worse. We have a ton of firepower all aimed at Caracas and the Maduro regime. And the question is now, when will it be unleashed? Will Maduro flee or will he be taken out? So we have a lot of things to get through. Ship movements, fighter jets in the air. The ghost ship has disappeared. Nobody knows where the ghost ship is. So we've got a ton of stuff to go through. Before we do, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge, huge, huge boost to the channel. Comment with your thoughts below. I want to hear all of your thoughts. How do you think this plays out? Should we strike Maduro? Should we strike his regime in Caracas? What targets should be highest on the target list? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the bell, all notifications turn on. You won't miss a thing. And then right here, Instagram, David _Hookstead, X D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are wide open. Reach out with anything you got. Now let's get into it. As viewers of the channel know, we have amassed an incredible amount of firepower off the coast of Venezuela in the Caribbean as President Donald Trump, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, Secretary of State Marco Rubio have made it clear time and time again that Maduro will be leaving power. The only question is, does he go voluntarily or does the United States take him out? Quite frankly, at this point in time, it looks like he is not willing to flee, and that means option two, the United States will likely strike in some capacity, is almost certainly how this is going to advance forward. We had the cabinet meeting the other day where they made it clear the strikes on land are absolutely going to happen, and it will, according to the president, be much easier than striking the boat. So that is, the table has been set. The stage has been set. Now I'm going to throw this up on the screen for you. So right here, what you can see on your screen is a pair of F-18 fighter jets. I'm filming this on December 8th. Probably should have said that earlier in the video. On December 7th, so Sunday, December 7th, a pair of F-18 fighter jets dispatched from the USS Gerald Ford carrier, which of course is down there in the Caribbean. The backbone of our strike capabilities against Venezuela is the aircraft carrier group. And they flew up at least two F-18s with their transponders on off the coast of Venezuela. As you can see here on the screen, this is now becoming a repeated thing that the United States military is doing. We are regularly testing Venezuelan air defenses. Now, why are we doing this? Why do we have fighter jets rushing up to the coast of Venezuela? Why are we doing all these military exercises? One of the key things is these planes have technology, and I've said this before, it still rings true. They have technology that allows you to soak up all of the radar, early warning systems, missiles. When Venezuela's air defenses go hot or ping them, they can steal that information and they can use that information to then paint a battlefield area so that if we strike, we open up with cruise missiles, we will obliterate their air defenses before a single plane even enters their airspace. We'll make sure that any planes that are on the ground definitely don't get in the air. And that is how these strikes are going to be conducted. Similar to what you saw in Iran, F-35s, F-22s, and I think some F-18s went into Iran ahead of the B-2 stealth bombers, wiped out the air defense systems. It said suppression. It's called SEAD or SEAD, suppression of enemy air defense. So they have tools and capabilities, and now these fighter jets are flying regular patrols or whatever you want to call them right up to the Venezuelan coast. And then right here, I'm going to put this. So this was as of December 5th. The Ford carrier is right there. So again, 3 days ago. Now there has been some question about where it is. Is it on the move? As of 3 days ago, the Ford carrier group was in St. Thomas. And that is just a part. I'm going to put this up now for you. That is just a part of what is going on. So right here, It says Southcom operation spotted on December 7th, 2025. U.S. naval assets spread far and wide across southern Caribbean. Southeast of Ponce, you have the USS Fort Lauderdale. Southwest of Ponce, the USS Lake Erie. Southwest of Ponce, the Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. North of Curacao, the USS Gettysburg. CG-64 was operating 100 miles north of the F-18 racetrack patterns yesterday. I wonder what was going through the Hornet pilots' heads if they knew the Gettysburg was that close. So we have a ton of ships that are on the move, closing in on Venezuela, closing in on the target, well within striking distance, if and when President Trump gives that order. Here we have a look at the Ticonderoga class. This is what the San Antonio. Yeah, this is the San Antonio. So 62 miles to the east, we have the U.S. Navy Ticonderoga class cruiser. So right here now, this is all delayed. So this information, as of me filming this, is likely outdated a little bit. So we are doing our part to protect operational security. And then right here, do we all remember the ghost ship? The ghost ship has buzzed up a couple times. The last time it was spotted was all the way back in November, I think like mid-November. It has completely disappeared. We do not know where the ghost ship is. It has fallen off the map. It has gone to some area that nobody can find. For those of you who don't know, this is a JSOC Black Ops mothership is what it's called. It can carry up to 160 Tier 1 operators, operate at sea for 45 days without needing to be refueled. It is a hell of a weapon, and it is essentially disguised as a commercial shipping vessel. So you would not know where this thing is, and even if you saw it, due to the lack of markings on the ship, you wouldn't even know what you were looking at. So while we know where some of the cruisers are, some of the guided missile destroyers are, there's some discussion about the location of the aircraft carrier. Is it still there over near St. Thomas? I truly do not know, could not tell you, but the ghost ship has disappeared. We have lost all sight of it. We do not know where it is. We do not know where the Black Ops teams on the ship are going or what their plan is. So on top of that, while this is heating up, last week, President Trump had his cabinet meeting where he talked about how strikes on the land are going to start very soon. Let's watch what he had to say.
To do what is necessary, which is dark and difficult things in the dead of night on behalf of the American people. We support them, and we will stop the poisoning of the American people.
And Mr. Secretary, on the second strike, you said it happened more than an hour after the first strike.
I couldn't tell you the exact amount of time.
Minutes, or you had left the room?
I already stated my answer quite clearly.
So remember this, we lost last year. I think it was more than that, but people don't like saying it because they always said 100,000, 115,000, numbers we've been hearing for years. So we lost last year more than 200,000 people, dead people, ruined families beyond the 200,000. And those 200,000, that family will never be the same. But these people have killed over 200,000 people, actually killed over 200,000 people last year. And those numbers are down. Those numbers are down. They're way down. And they're down because we're doing these strikes, and we're going to start doing those strikes on land too. The land is much easier. It's much easier. And we know the routes they take. We know everything about them. We know where they live. We know where the bad ones live. And we're going to start that very soon too.
So right there, President Donald Trump saying very soon these strikes on land will commence. We are going to hit them. We know where they are. We know where the leaders are. Obviously, he's not just talking about Maduro. He's talking a lot about a ton of different narco terrorists. When it comes to Maduro, the U.S., I can promise you, knows where he is at all times. And if the decision is made to drop a bomb on his location, they will have all the air assets and intelligence needed to get that job done. And that leads me to this part. I'm going to go ahead and throw this up. So this was shared today on December 8th by Southern Command. The command for the Caribbean is Southcom. It says U.S. military forces are deployed to the Southcom area of responsibility in support of Operation Southern Spear, Department of War directed operations, and POTUS priorities to disrupt illicit drug trafficking and protect the homeland. So they got a guy fully kitted up, night vision, rifle. They got the helicopter there. And then on top of that, I got to mute this so I don't get in trouble with old YouTube. So this is the Marines with the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit conducting a free fall into Camp Santiago, Puerto Rico. U.S. military forces are deployed in the Caribbean in support of Operation Southern Spear. So let's go ahead and watch this. We'll speed it up for you. So this is free fall parachuting. Perhaps if you were going to drop behind enemy lines or drop and take an airfield. You can see them coming down, and then they're going to hit you. Here they come. So these guys, and they even blurred his face out, which is a little interesting because they don't always blur people's faces out. And then we have this as well. More invasion training. This was shared by SA Defensa. You can see photos of them practicing their beach landing, practicing how they will land in the event of an invasion. So the military training is underway. The potential strike planning is underway. They are going to have everyone ready to roll. We'll pull that off the screen now. So we've got fighter jets buzzing the coast of Venezuela, testing Venezuelan air defenses, sending a clear message to Maduro, dude, you got to go. Pack your bags and leave. And if you don't leave, we're coming in to get you. And while that's happening, they've got ships on the move, closing in on Venezuela. The Ford aircraft carrier is in the region, launching flight operations pretty much every single day at this point. The ghost ship is missing. We have no idea where it is. So it is loaded up with tier 1 operators, and it is set off to an unknown location, probably within striking distance or possibly already hitting targets. And we do not know what is going on with it. That is by design. JSOC operations generally aren't talked about in the public much. They don't really share their details about what they are doing, but that is what we know. Plus, we've got Trump saying the strikes on land will start soon. So a lot of moving parts. Those are the updates as of making this video on Monday, December 8th. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Please get active in the comments. Let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge, huge, huge boost to the channel. Right, hit the bell, all notifications turn on, and then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D Hookstead. That's where you can reach me. My DMs are wide open. Reach out with any tips or information you have. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.